You're finally awake. Ah, it's good to see. Well, yeah. Hi. Name's Jack. You can call me the Hunter. It's a thing. Oh, well, my sister's Ayala the Huntress, so I just thought Jack the Hunter. It kind of makes sense. I mean, I am the hunter. Hat, gloves, everything. Huh? You've never heard tale of the hunter? Where are you from, may I ask? Oh, you're from there? Oh. Then, yeah, you probably... I've never been there. Nor have any of my predecessors, so I guess the tales of the hunter wouldn't reach there. And I actually am the first hunter to have the abilities that I do. Mostly because of this guy. I was the one destined to have this. I am not the first hunter. Probably should have led with that. Yeah, I'm not the first hunter. Actually, no, it wasn't even a generation sort of thing. I mean, the last hunter was my uncle. The last hunter was my uncle, and he didn't have any predecessors or any worthy. He didn't have any children or worthy successors till I came along. My mother gave birth to me. He knew immediately that I was going to success him as the hunter. But he just didn't know how. And here's actually how. You see, my hat and my gloves, they're technically weapons of sorts. The hat, it has blades along the rim. Can't see them now because they're sheathed. And I can bring battle claws out of my gloves. I'm not going to show you them now because there'd be really no point. Actually, why wouldn't I just show you? Hang on. Sorry, just cleaning that area. I'm just doing a couple things. I mean, I'm here for a mission, so might as well do that specific mission while I'm actually talking to you. anyway, like I was saying, my hat has blades along the rim. I can make battle claws come out of my gloves. See? Yeah. They're very handy when I'm in close quarters combat. But they're not the main weapon I rely on. When they can become very handy when I'm in a fist fight. Because they don't expect me to have anything on my hands, you know? Given my other weapon, they don't expect me to be good with one hand, with bare-handed. But when those claws come out, you ain't gonna be nothing much longer. But my main weapon, my mace. Oh, right. My jacket has throwing knives in it, and my boots, when I'm wearing them, I'm not wearing them right now. When I'm wearing them, they have spikes on the bottom of them, and they yeah. When I'm wearing on my feet, nothing. I I forgot my boots. I do that often. It's a thing. My gloves, my jacket, my hat, my boots. They're basically all weapons. Throw my hat like a throwing disc, battle claws, throwing knives, and spiked boots. And I'm not even getting into my powers yet. Yeah, I have special abilities. And I know how I got them. See this? This is a talisman given to me by my brother. Who's my brother, you ask? The origin of this is going to give you a hint. See, this mace was crafted in the heart of a dying star. Much like a certain someone's hammer you might know of. You ever heard of Thor? I think you've heard of Thor. If you hadn't heard of Thor, there's something ain't quite right with you. With your place that you live. You have heard of Thor. Good. Because if you hadn't heard of Thor, something ain't right. Yeah, Thor. My mace was made in the same place his hammer was. In fact, it was made at the same time. This mace is named Josnir, or Storm's Thunder in Norse. It was made at the same time as Mjolnir, Fist of Thunder. You get what I'm meaning this? This thing, much like Mjolnir, I can use it to control lightning. Actually, no, that's false. Mjolnir controls it. My mace conducts it. I can summon lightning from the sky and use it either in a lightning blast or what I like to call the Wrath Thor. And I lightning blast just shoots out of the mace. What I like to call the Wrath Thor. I shoot my mace into the sky and then swing it down. It's not hitting anything. The lightning bolt is. And with Wrath Thor, this mace is one of the legendary 5. The legendary 5 weapons that can reach category 11 lightning bolt. One of the top 5 thunder weapons. This is number 5 on the list. The other 4 are the Thunderblade, Mjolnir, Zeus's Master Bolt, and Stormbreaker. Stormbreaker, yeah. In that order. This is 5, Thunderblade 4, Mjolnir 3, yeah. Stormbreaker is the most powerful. I don't mind my mace being the fifth on the list. I mean, it only conducts it, but still, it's crazy that it's actually one of the legendary five. And the reason this mace was destined for me, much like this is the brother of Mjolnir, I'm the brother of Thor. Loki's our adopted brother. He doesn't really count. I'm Thor's true brother. Well, technically I'm his half brother, but you know what I mean. Well, then there's Balder, who was killed by mistletoe. Poor fella. Never. I got to meet him twice, but seemed like a cool guy. And then there's others. My nephews, Magni and Modi. Are they dead too? But no, they're fated to survive Ragnarok. That's right. They're fated to survive Ragnarok. Right. Have I met them? I don't know. Anyway, I'm way off here. Yeah. This mace has saved my life so many times I care to count. And yeah, I'm the brother of Thor. Father, Odin. And a little known fact that I'm willing to admit, one day I am most likely going to become a god. My father himself said so. I've met him before, many times. I think my father Odin's actually a good conversationalist when you actually get to know him. He's a really good to talk to. Thor, he's brash, you know. That was part of the reason he was banished. I don't even know where he is now. I've begged my father to go find him and bring him back, but he said Thor needs to discover his ways on his own. Anyway, like I was saying, Thor, I'm brother of Thor, and my abilities, they don't extend to controlling lightning. I'm actually not bad with. Well, I know only one spell, but that doesn't really matter. The one spell I know, it's Fireball. I'm not going to show you now. I'd have to throw it somewhere. Like, just nowhere in this cave I can really throw it. I won't burn anything important. I mean, everything in this cave, where and I was actually like quite important to my mission, especially you. Sorry, I'm already taken. I was just being funny there. It's my thing. I make jokes in tense situations. It's a thing. Yeah, my girlfriend. Her name is Quickstrike. Well, her real name is Lara Oxen, but people call her Quickstrike. Like back in my day, I wasn't called the Hunter because I didn't know I was destined to be the next Hunter until my uncle died, and I was given this gloves and the other stuff. Yeah, I didn't know I was destined to become the Hunter, so I chose the name for myself, Speed Strike. Oh, you've heard of that one? You've heard of Speed Strike? How did you not know the Speed Strike became the Hunter? Wait, not a lot of people do? Seriously? I thought the Speed Strike just appeared one day and then left just as suddenly. Because you stopped hearing tales of it. I guess technically not a lot of people know that I was the Hunter. I was no longer called Speech Shrek and started calling myself the Hunter. Well, I didn't call myself the Hunter. Like a lot of the companions knew I was called the Hunter. Not all of the people after that knew. I mean, I hid my speed for I don't know how long. The only two people who knew that I had super speed was my sister, Ayla. Well, technically, my father doesn't count because he already knew I was going to have super speed. You know what I mean? My sister and her husband, His name is Conan. Conan Ironhand. Dovahking. You've heard of it. You've heard of that. Yeah, the last Dragonborn, apparently. I mean, I don't actually know much about the Dovahking storyline. Apparently, he's the last one, so yeah. But yeah, they were the only two who knew I had super speed until Quick Strike came along, and then Smith, my best friend Smith. Then I traveled to Advantia for a little while to find a different friend. His name is Logan. He's actually a very good friend of mine. Then I met another new friend. His name is Tom Callaghan, but you might know him as the Golden Knight. Am I the only one of my friends you haven't heard of? You've heard of Logan, Darkclaw, right? Yeah. You've heard of the Dovahking, you've heard of the Yellow Huntress, you've heard of the Golden Knight, you've heard of Thor, you've heard of Godin, of course. Am I the only one you haven't heard of? You don't know. Of course you don't. Sorry. Like my brother, I could be a bit brash at times. I'm not as brash as him, I'll have you know, but I am a bit more. I can easily control it. Sorry. Speed's acting up. Just listen to it. I did tell you I had super speed, right? Yeah. And then come my. And I have another electrical attack. Like my mace's lightning strike and what lightning blast and what I like to call the Wrath of Thor. I just thought that name was cool. I have a ability called the Power Punch. It's where I access it, but I don't take it, but I don't shoot it at it. I travel down and enter my arm, and I focus all of that into this fist. Sometimes it's this fist, sometimes it's this fist. And I punch. And with that punch, I shoot a blast of electricity. Well, not a blast. I hit someone with the force of a Category 5 lightning bolt. No, 6. I hit them with the force of a Category 6 lightning bolt. From my fist. And they sent that flying. Well, not a lot of people that send them blasting back a bit. It's my other punch that sends people flying. I call it the Odin Fist. Most of my father's children a little something called the Odin Force. Thor, Balder, a bunch of others. They can access something called the Odin Force. I access the Odin Force. Actually, my medallion, this actually holds one of 6. One of 6 Norn stones. Once I gather all 6, that is when I can ascend to God form. This holds the purple one. I still need to find the blue, the yellow, the orange, the green, and the red. Before you ask, no. They do not ascend power, mind, soul, all those stuff. They are not like the Infinity Stones, no. They will allow me to ascend to godhood once I find all six. This is how I tap into the Odin Force. My neck chain. It's a good device. Helps out when it needs to. I love it. But the punch I was talking about, I call it the Odin Fist. It's Odin Force drafted into this or this fist. And when I punch with it, that's the punch that sends people flying. And it is a devastating punch. I actually have a friend, a mountain giant friend called Boulder. Good, you haven't heard of him. Yeah. I have a friend called Boulder, and he's a mountain giant. Can grow almost half the height of um, the Thought of the World, that big mountain in the middle of Skyrim. Yeah. He can grow half the height of that, and even at his true height, the Odin Fist can send him tumbling backwards. I have to hit it at a specific spot, but even so. So yeah, that's me, the hunter. I did tell you that I'm a member of the Companions, right? My sister is a member of the Companions too. I'm gonna let you in on a secret. All the members of the Circle, Logan, that's why I'm good friends with Logan. He's also a werewolf. You already knew that, though. Yeah, they're werewolves. When I was at age, although when I was at age to accept this gift, I didn't take it, or refused. 3 of the members of the Companions refused. Myself, my friend Smith, and Rhea. We were the young. Me, Rhea, Smith, Vilcus, and Farkas were the youngest members of the Companions. Vilcus and Farkas took the gift. Me, Rhea, and Smith didn't. And, you know, Smith, I think he has a thing for Rhea. Don't tell him I said this if you meet him. Oh, yeah, you're gonna meet him. By the way, I forgot to ask your name. Probably should have started with that. Hi. Nice to meet you. Well, anyway, that's me, the hunter. Just probably should be getting back. It's nice to meet you, and hope we see each other around sometime. Bye. I'm out. Catch you around, newbie. Probably see you later. Hello. Hey guys. Well, you've met the hunter. That was one of my very first OG original characters. You're gonna meet more for sure. I mean, next time I could probably do McKenna or technically Smith. Technically Smith isn't mine. Maybe we could meet Conan or Tom or Logan or maybe McKenna or Helios. Well, we'll meet. You'll meet all the rest of my original characters. By the way, these aren't including James, Nathan, Jason. Like they aren't. All these guys I made up with a friend of mine. You know, if I ask him, he might be able to do his characters. I think he'll start with Ronan if he is to start with any of them. His favorite character that he made is Ronan. Maybe I should have started with. No, I like the Hunter. But next time I'm gonna. Actually, you know what? Next time I'm going to do Grindstone, my second favorite character that I made. Yeah. Well, anyway, if you like this video, make sure you shove a battle axe in the like button's face. And if you haven't already, unrelenting force the heck out of the subscribe button. Give that bell a little ring-a-ding-ding too, so you'll never miss a video. And until we meet again, Dovahking out with a first road to